live at Click Connect, special Friday night audit. Stay tuned. Craig Sullivan, you have got the most amazing shirt I've ever seen in my life. What is that all about?
Hey, that's promoting our other show, 3 Minute Thursday.
Holy shit, dude. What have we done? The mistakes that we're making right now, unbelievable.
We're going to haunt us for years. Are you kidding me?
Really? Hey, I have no idea what's going on. Totally my fault. But I think the message will become clear as soon as we get some confusion cleared up. Craig, what time is it, buddy?
I think David needs to answer that question.
I'm in the right spot for it. You know what, guys? It is 5 o'clock somewhere, including in New York. So it's time for an audit.
Hey, everybody, welcome to the one and only Friday Night Audit, the only show in hospitality with a better than 80% chance that one of its hosts might die halfway through tonight's show. I'm Glenn Hausman. That's Craig Sullivan. That's Dave Mignano. Hey, guys. How y'all doing?
I'm wishing I was fishing.
Yeah.
It's the best day of the week. It's almost time for a fish bake.
It is. So I want to welcome everybody here. I'm in Las Vegas, and I'm having the absolute greatest time, mixing a little work and a whole lot of play, guys. And it's just a great time over here, isn't it?
Listen, we have to run into things really quick because God forbid you don't get your very precious afternoon nap. So what other things do we need to run video-wise so we can actually get into this show? Anything else I'm missing?
The alcohol.
All right, Dave, you're rushing things. All right, today we're going to do a little bit of an abbreviated show because Dave is right. I'm a little baby, and I need to go and rest up because I have completed night 1 of Phish over at the Sphere, and I've got 3 more concerts to go. Plus, I had a little, whet your appetite with going to see the B-52s on Wednesday evening as well. So, yeah, what a great time, guys. For everybody who went to the U2 shows, it must have been a really great experience for them, but what I just went through last night, I think was just unbelievable, top of the world, and I would say might have been one of the greatest musical experiences of my entire life.
That's saying a lot, Glenn, because you've seen a couple hundred Phish shows at this point, and a ton of other people as well, multiple times. So
Glenn, can you move your computer by any chance? I know it's not going to work from your current positioning, but is there any opportunity for you to move your computer to show your view of the Sphere right now where the lighting might actually work?
No, there's not. Unfortunately, I'm so pissed because I've got right behind over here, you can see the Sphere in my room here at the Palazzo at the Venetian Resort. I can see the whole thing. So when I got back last night, my buddy and I were just sitting in the room like looking at the Sphere for a while, which was a whole lot of fun and pretty mesmerizing.
Do you guys have alcohol with you?
I don't have any alcohol today.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's one's good enough for me.
All right, I don't want to offend anybody by not having anything to drink. It actually didn't even occur to me. Right now, I'm in hydration.
Well, it didn't occur to you to put us in the show. It didn't occur to you to have a drink. So what did occur to you, Mr. Hausman, today?
It also didn't occur to me to cancel tonight's show, which I probably should have done.
No.
Well, you just want to, you need your nappy nap. We know. So at least you're here in support. So listen, let's dive right into the most important parts. Tell us all about not what happened outside, but what happened inside.
Well, I got to start with what happened. I got to start with what happened on the outside first, because the story of the weekend actually goes back to Wednesday. I got here on Tuesday, and I was over with my friends over at Wynn Resorts because on Thursday, Anthony and I taped a show that you'll all see very, very soon with Todd Avery Lenahan. He's the president and chief creative officer with Wynn Design and Development. So they have a studio there. SiriusXM has a studio at Wynn, and we got booked to record our show there. You'll see it's like a real TV studio. The footage is absolutely gorgeous, looks incredible. And we were supposed to do it at 10 a.m. They bumped us to 12 because they needed to use the studio for something else at 10. I roll up at 11:30, and I walk in, and I just start talking to the guys for a little bit, and they're like, "We're really sorry that we had to bump you to 12. Phish had to do something at 10, and sorry we had to bump you for it." So it was awesome to be bumped by Phish, number one, and then number two. One of the DJs, the lead DJ for SiriusXM's Phish channel 29 on SiriusXM was there. So I started talking with him. I listened to the channel a lot, so I knew some stuff about his life. He showed me pictures of his home studio, and then he asked me to go on air with him, and I recorded a segment with him that ran on Phish Radio the other day as well on Wednesday afternoon, which was pretty cool.
Now, what made that better is that they had told you why you got bumped. You could have been at the studio forgetting that you got bumped. And
dude, I had a breakfast meeting at 8:30 that morning, and I literally walked out of the breakfast meeting, which was right across from the studio, like 5 minutes before they showed up. So I just missed them. They just left, and I just missed them before they showed up. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Would you have told them that most of their riches and cars and houses have been provided by you going to see every show? every
yeah, he would have. He would have.
Yeah,
without a doubt. Without a doubt.
Totally. But I will tell you, this is just a great experience. I did go see the B-52s on Wednesday night. I thought that'd be a whole lot of fun. They're on their farewell tour. And I just want to talk about that real quick before we get into the real meat of it, because a lot of us, not Dave, like the B-52s. They're a good, fun kind of party band, and it was really great to see like this. That was a real hoot. I don't want to go any longer because of the YouTube, copyright thing, maybe over there.
Maybe, when you say B-52, you're referring to this, correct?
No, we are not talking to the bomber, the band. The band
called B-52s as well. Oh.
He had no idea, Glenn.
You never heard Love Shack, baby? Well, I guess because the sign says "Stay away, fools," so Dave has no idea what's going on.
No,
ironically, there is a Simpsons parody of that song, which is hilarious.
Right. Well, whatever. And trust me, what I just said there was very funny. Anyone who knows the lyrics to that song would also find that absolutely delightful. So we did that on Wednesday night. I got my buddies Steve and Claudia here going to all the shows with me. My buddy Corey is here with me, and last night we all met. I have access to the Prestige Lounge over here at Palazzo, so we went there for happy hour and stuff, and then we walked over to the Sphere. And before we went in, we actually stood outside for like 10 minutes to just kind of take in the vibe and see how amazing it was. Went to Mavis Staples' 85th birthday in LA last night. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
A whole lot of fun. So we get into the show. It's absolutely amazing, and we go in there, and I want to thank Tony Yusfi, Chief Sales Officer, and all my friends over at Phoenician for giving me one of the most incredible musical experiences of my life. Not only did I get into the show, but I got to sit in Venetian's luxury box. So I might have had some of the best seats in the house in the most incredible arena. So I drank a lot of Casamigos and got to really have some cool experiences. First, the visuals. Here's a little bit of So that was just the opening song. So each of the songs that they played had an entirely different visual motif, which was really interesting. So I don't know, they didn't necessarily have anything to do with the song itself, but it provided a really exciting way to experience some of the music that we've known in an entirely different way, particularly when it came to that jamming element of it as well. So that was pretty cool. But let me show you one more clip, and then I want to talk a little bit about something else.
Swinging on the lifeline, fading bits of twine. Entangled in the remnants of the night I left behind.
I mean, that was pretty cool. The images were so absolutely crystal clear, and they did things like, even though it's a curved dome, the technology is so cool that they had one thing where they kind of put the guys in Phish on kind of like a movie strip type of a thing, and it looked like the image was flat, like just going straight up. I have no idea how they did that. You have the massive curved screen, but it looked completely flat, and then they bent it and it went over everybody's heads, for example. So cool. That was really
cool. Mind you, the typical participant in a Phish show may or may not have their mind chemically altered. So what you're seeing on screen is probably 3 times more exciting in person.
I would say 10 times more exciting, because the sound system in there is the most incredible thing that I've ever heard in my life. So first of all, they have something like 167,000 speakers in there. That is not hyperbole. That is not an exaggeration. And they create more of a spatial soundscape, and there are specific speakers that are each pointed towards each individual seat in there. So wherever you are in the venue, you have that same high quality sound. Yeah. All right. So I got the number. So when you're seeing the show, first of all, they're able to create the most unbelievable clarity in the sound of music. So I was able to hear some of like Paige, the keyboardist's part, much more clearly than I ever would have before. And for the bass, for example. So all the instrumentation seemed to be more equal, as opposed to Trey's lead guitar always dominating the sound. So you really got to hear all the different parts, which made it a lot more enjoyable for somebody that just loves music to hear how all of those components come together. But the real highlight of it was that the sound moves throughout the room. So a guitar lick will start over here and then go over here and finish up over here in front of you. It was absolutely incredible.
When you moved around the suite, were you able to pick up the different nuances from some of the musical instruments as you moved around? Did it sound a little bit different?
No, it was all just crystal clear. It was all just crystal clear, no matter where you absolutely stood.
Nice.
Yeah. Although I will say, the way that the suite worked is there's a little bit of an overhang from the 200 level there. So you really had to step out of the suite into the
and look up
in order to really be able to hear everything clearly. But it was, specifically designed for that. So you go to like the bathroom in the suite, you can still hear the music, but it's considerably lower. Not like when you go out in an arena and all you hear is that kind of thing.
Right. So
do that again, would you, Glenn? And Dave, make sure we get a clip of this of him making that sound effect again.
Right now, what would you guys say the get-in price, according to my app on TickPick, is for the Phish show for tonight? Meaning, and get-in price, those who are unsure what that means.
Give us the section number. And I will say as a caveat, in the 100s, in the back portion of the hundreds, there's an overhang. So this is the get-in price, meaning it's the cheapest ticket available to get into the building. It is notated here that the view is obstructed. All right, so I'll say even that one's probably
200.
Craig said 200. Glenn?
I said 750, but maybe it's 500.
1,876.
Oh!
Now, take a guess.
But I was using $1974, so I think I came closest.
Take a guess. Now, the next section, this is not obstructed. This is section 405, so it's to the back of the dome.
Yeah.
It's the back of the dome. Go for it.
That'll be 1,500.
Craig?
11.
3,538.
Wow.
So now we have the premier seats. This is section 205, so your middle level, kind of first overhang, right in the middle. Probably one of the best views in the house. Go.
5,000.
10,000.
I don't know if anyone's going to buy these tickets, but it's currently listed as 64,484.
Wow.
Now maybe they're just taking a stab at it. I don't know, or they're just hoping some rich whale is going to. They want to go to the show and they're saying this is the price I will take to step away. But now, with that said, tomorrow's show, section 205, literally the same section. So clearly, this guy, whoever has these tickets, has all weekend. Just 3,674.
Oh.
So you can get a massive discount by going tomorrow.
David, whip out that credit card and buy that Saturday show.
If I had the disposable income and I didn't have 3 kids, I probably would.
Two on the way.
It's such an amazing experience, and I would actually. I'm not the biggest Phish fan in terms of the music, but I love the experience. I love hanging out with Glenn and his buddies.
Yeah, we know. You went out and had dinner for the entire first half of the show we were supposed to be at together.
I was hungry.
We kind of figured that out.
No. You see, the problem with
I was hungry.
The problem with that was I came straight from work to the FNA show. I was hungry, and the Phish.
They only serve food inside Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And remember we had our little conversation recently about how much that costs in Madison Square Garden. So there was a reason I ate at Trax. Okay, so I preferred to have my meal. And the problem with Phish too is because their shows are so long, right, and they're very punctual. They start at 7:00, right? Other concerts start at 7, but the actual person you're going to see is not on until 9:30, which is about when we got there.
Yeah, we at 8:30, the show for the B-52 started right away with DJ Cumberbund, but they didn't hit the stage until 9:15.
Exactly, that's my point. So Phish starts promptly at 7. They're on stage at 7, and they're going.
Well, the ticket said 7:30, but that's a lie. They really mean 8 o'clock.
I was at the MSG show that we went to when me and Nathan went to get some dinner beforehand. To be fair, I thought we were going to arrive at the middle of the first set. I didn't think we'd be arriving legit at halftime.
Right.
At halftime.
So last night's show was
a football game.
Last night's show was a monster in length. It started at 8 o'clock and they did an hour and a half till 9:30. Then they took their typical 45-minute break, and they played from 10:15 till a little after 12:15.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hold on real quick.
Go ahead, David.
Nikki's got a quick question for Glenn. She heard the 3rd and 4th levels are the best at the Sphere, not including the BFF seats. I'm not sure if that means the Bruce Ford Friend seats.
Yeah.
Opinion?
That was good, David. That was good.
I would say so. I couldn't see the 300 and 400 section from where I was, so I don't know for sure. But I do have 400 section for Dead End Company at the end of May. I happen to be in town for a job, and I'm just going to go catch that show on my own without asking for any favors. So I'm all the way at the top. And from what I understand is when you're all the way at the top in that 400 section, that's where people are having vertigo issues. There's no real space. It's very steep. Yeah. There's no real space to move around. And it can be very distressing for some. I'm happy to say I had first class seating space, so I had plenty of space to dance.
I think this is a picture of a 400 section. I can't 100% tell, but that might be what you're referring to.
No, that's the 200.
Wow.
That's 200s?
Yeah. You see those boxes at the bottom over there? That's where mine were, but in the middle.
Nice.
Oh, these ones down here. Okay.
But in the middle. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to keep looking for some 400 level seats to bring on, and let's take a look at it. But
that would be really cool.
There's not too many. Unfortunately, since it's so new, there's not
like
too
getting
many.
in there. I mean, when we went to Madison Square Garden for Phish,
that was easy. This was not as easy. It took people like an hour to get in there.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately, I was able to go in through a special entrance where there was nobody, except we were standing outside for so long. Something happened, and then they started pushing everybody through the VIP entrance area. But I saw what was going on, and they were all going one way, so I just went another and acted as if, and we passed like 1,000 people, and we just kind of went straight to the front and got in that way.
Who got in super easy at MSG? This guy, because he was an hour and a half late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody was seated at that point. Yeah.
Well, I get in at MSG real quick because of clear.
So
that was great.
This is obviously not a view from the 400s, but you can see the 400s here,
right?
And it does look pretty steep.
Yeah.
It does look pretty. So now imagine walking up that thing all the way to the top.
No, well, I'm a little concerned about that.
Nice burn.
I'm there. Yeah.
See, Dodger Stadium's the same way. You're in that upper deck. It's like that, and it's just like I always have an issue walking up there.
But I grabbed the ticket for the Dead and Company for under $200. So
there you go.
Yeah. So whatever.
The old Yankee Stadium was the same way. It's very, not the new one, but the old, the real one.
Yeah.
The real one, the original.
Very, very angular from the upper deck section.
I do want to say, Nikki, about the third and fourth levels are the best. My guess, it's the 200 level is really your sweet spot that we're talking about over there.
Based on the $64,000 ticket, it is.
Based on where MSG's owner's suite is on that 200 level. So because of that, I think it's the best. My viewing experience was where I was in the 200 level. Your whole field of vision was taken up by the imagery, and the stuff that was all the way at the top and maybe out of my view. In some of it almost seemed such filler. Now I can't say that all artists and all visual artists are going to do this sort of thing, but you'll see. I'm going to show you one more clip how it's almost like the top area is kind of an afterthought with a lot of it. So you can see that the top part wasn't really as exciting as the bottom part, and sometimes it was a little bit more static images, or really just a continuation of what looked really amazing right in front of you. See you later, Daniel.
Bye, Daniel. Daniel's joining us in a couple of weeks too, by the way.
Yes, finally. Sorry, Daniel. He's been supposed to be on here a couple of times, but I screwed that up. Sorry.
Hey, Glenn, do you have that clip loaded by chance that you had posted on LinkedIn and Facebook?
Yeah, you talking about that one? Wait, was that the one?
It was more blue.
I don't know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that on Sunday. Now they're doing 3 different shows, right? They're not repeating.
No, they're doing 4 different shows.
4 different shows. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's funny because they never repeat anything.
Right.
But when they and the reason why I bring that up is because in the ad when they first announced the show, they specifically said each show is completely different music and visuals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they? So I know they still make a ton of money doing these tours, and I don't think they're going to stop anytime soon. Do they still release new music?
They have a new album coming out in July.
There you go.
But I can't say if it's. I can't tell you it's new music because the first single is out now. It's called Evolve, and I think that started playing around 2019.
Okay.
Well, listen, guys, we're coming up on the end of this show because Glenn, as I said, has to go take his nappy nap. Now we're not going to do a shameless plug today because we're going to be abbreviated. But there is one plug that Craig wanted to get out there to our good friend of the show. We wanted to wish a very, very, very happy birthday to Durain with a very special cake.
Happy birthday, Durain. Now, if you want to submit your birthdays, you can experience the same video for your birthday as well.
Better yet, if you dislike somebody, submit their birthday.
There you go. There you go.
Well, listen, go ahead, Craig.
I was going to say also, I want to congratulate my conference producer, Arnie Garfinkel, on his conference he just had yesterday. Great job, Arnie. 20 lenders all in one place, all making loans still. Okay. Congratulations, Arnie.
Yeah, Ben, I'll just say I just want to thank Tony Usfi and everybody at the Venetian again for allowing this incredible experience to happen for me. I really, really so appreciate it. Not only that, but I appreciate all of you out there.
Oh, yeah, so we're doing shameless plugs, so you guys did shameless plugs.
That wasn't a shameless plug. That was a thank you.
That was a thank you. But I'm going to do a shameless plug now because we're going to be doing Glenn and I will both be in Vegas for Phish on Sunday. If you're there, call David and let him know that we're there, and then he'll contact us and we'll meet you someplace.
Or just text us.
Yeah, just text us. We'll see you there. And look for at least a couple of different live Instagram feeds, and we'll bring David in from beautiful New Jersey to rub it in that we're in Vegas.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time on the one and only Friday Night Audit.
Don't talk over the credits, anybody. Glenn.
One day you'll